Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by the garage and checking out what we got going on. Today we got a string trimmer. It's a Stihl Pro. I haven't really looked it over too much. I don't even know what model number it is. There's no stickers or anything left on it other than the Pro sticker. Looks like a fairly old one, but the chief complaint is it runs, but it's hard to start. So we're going to check a couple things out, see what we got going on. I can see that somebody's already been fiddling with it because some of the screws are loose and there's no spark plug or air cleaner cover on it, or air cleaner. So we'll get into it. If it sounds interesting to you, hang around and we'll get the wrench. Alright y'all, here's what we got we're working with. Like I said, it's a Stihl Pro. No air cleaner. These screws here, I kind of hand tighten them back up because this was all wiggly jiggly, and there's no spark plug in it either. So I'm gonna get a spark plug, do that, and then there's no fuel in it. He was nice enough to dump the fuel out before he brought it to me. So a couple common things I'm gonna check on here. Like I said, I'm gonna try a spark plug first, and then we'll see where we go from there. So hang out, I'll find a spark plug, we'll throw her in there and see what we got. Oh, I'll also throw some fuel in it too. Alright y'all, I ended up taking the engine shroud off because I couldn't get a socket down in there. I don't know if somebody's been in there monkeying around or what, but I took that off, got the spark plug in it. Got me some fuel here. I'm just going to dump a little bit down in the tank. About half a tank here. I did check the fuel lines are there. Choke. See if we can get this primer to prime. Yep, right there. That primer ball is history. So, alright. Let me see if I got one of those laying around, and we'll bring you all back if I do. Alright y'all. I had an old carburetor laying around that had a good primer bulb on it. And I'm starting to think more and more that somebody was into this thing, because these screws on this around this primer bulb were not tight. I can't get this thing to prime at all. Yeah, I'm gonna guess somebody's been in here and monkeyed around with this thing and not telling me the whole story. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a snug, just in case I didn't get it tight enough. Yeah, it won't even prime. So, alright, I guess we're going to be ordering a carburetor for her. So, let me look up what this thing is, and we'll get one ordered and we'll bring you back. Alright y'all, we're back. I got to give a shout out to this company right here. I know a lot of people down the aftermarket carburetors and stuff, but I've heard a lot of good things about this company here. And the one big thing I want to give them a shout out for is I ordered this thing less than 24 hours ago and it's at my door. So big props to them. This is for this Stihl weed eater. Let me grab a knife and we'll get this thing open and see what all this kit come with. Alright y'all, just going to slice this thing open here. Maybe. I mean, it comes in a nice sealed box, you know. I've bought other ones off of Amazon and they just come in a little plastic bag with, you know. Alright. I mean, Can you all see that? I mean, that's laid out in a nice little kit here. Comes with new fuel line, a couple of fuel filters, even comes with the air filters, pre and regular air filter. Comes with a spark plug, and looks like two primer bulbs, and it looks like new tank grommets too for the fuel tank. All this, y'all, for 20 bucks, delivered to my door less than 24 hours. You know, let's pull this carburetor out. We'll compare it, see what it looks like compared to the old one. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I mean, that is a dead match. I mean, right on. I mean, it looks like it came off the exact same assembly line. I mean, a little difference in the color here, but, you know, over and above that, I mean, this thing is right on. So, I mean, even the angles of the fuel lines and stuff are the exact same. So, alright. Alright. I'm going to get this thing on. I'm going to pull these old fuel lines out of this thing, and we'll get this new one and this new carburetor installed. So hang on and we'll bring y'all back. Alright, y'all, I'm going to start out. I'm going to pull these grommets up out of here. They're right here on this fuel tank. Maybe. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way for you guys can see. Well, that fuel line just broke off, so if worst comes to worst, we'll push them down in and dig them out of the tank. Ain't no big deal. We have the technology, we can do that. Alright. Yep, just like it. So yeah. Well, there, that one come up out. Not a big deal. All right. Now I'm gonna dump this stuff out of this fuel tank and get that pieces parts out. We'll get that new fuel line there ready. Get it ready to go in, and then we'll bring you all back. All right, y'all. A little tip from the bear here. You're putting this fuel line in, you know, through these rubber grommets and stuff. Get you a little dishwashing liquid, just a little bit on the tip of your finger, just enough to, you know, make it a little slippery. And then you can push that thing in there, and if you cut it at an angle, it helps too. But just a little bit of dish soap on there. I didn't get quite enough on there. I get a little bit more here. There we go. A little bit of dish soap. You gotta remember, I got some arthritis in my hands too, so my hands aren't quite as strong as what they used to be. But a little bit of dish soap, and that line will start coming up through. You can grab her with a pair of needle nose and pull her on through. Now if you want, you can wipe that down. That little bit of residue ain't gonna hurt anything. So I'm gonna measure this out. There we go. Perfect length for the filter. I'm gonna throw the filter on it, stuff this down in the tank, and we'll cut the rest of it off to line up to the carburetor. So give me a second, I'll get these put in, and then we'll move on to putting the carburetor on. Alright, y'all, got these fuel lines in, and I forgot to mention too, this thing does come with brand new gaskets, so we're just gonna slide that up on there. make sure you got your gasket going the right way so it matches your hole. There's a hole in the back of this carburetor here. You gotta make sure that lines up. So, alright, get that on there. I'll turn that a little bit. Grab my other gasket, wherever I left it at. And we're gonna slide this gasket on there. And then put this on here like that. And then we got the air cleaner here with our 2 nuts. Goes over that like that. And before we do all that, I need to put the throttle cable on. So, throttle cable comes down around here, hooks into this carburetor. Alright, there we go. Make sure that works. Oh yeah, she works. Alright, now we can put this on. This has a little thing that says top, and that was facing out, so put that on there like that. Again, put this on there like that. Get my big fingers in here and get these nuts started on this air cleaner and mount. Alright, that didn't get started. There we go. Our little 8mm nut driver here. Oh, and the other thing too is when I was putting that fuel line on, I told you I pulled just enough through to put the filter on, or just the right length. Yeah, once I got it down in the tank, I couldn't pull it out the hole to put the new filter on it because the filter won't fit through that hole. So I had to pull more through, put the filter on, or put the line through, sorry, pulled it out the opening, put the filter on, pulled it back through, and then readjusted my fuel line. I just want to let you all know that because, you know, I like to be open and honest and everything. So, alright, I'm going to get these fuel lines hooked up and we will bring you all back. Once we get a little fuel in here, we'll do a first start. Alright y'all, got everything on. I don't have the air cleaner on it, but I also don't have the cover on the outside. I did prime it to check to make sure that there are no fuel leaks or anything. So, and make sure it's on. We got the choke on. That was the string hitting some on the other end. Hey, I'm pretty impressed. A couple dozen little pulls, or half a dozen pulls there. And let's fire that thing up again. I'm going to cut this string off the end of this thing so it doesn't tear my stuff up over here. So, alright, let's try that again. Alright, we just need to adjust the idle up just a hair, which ain't no big deal. We got a screwdriver right here to do that. We're going to go ahead and turn that thing in and get it high idle, then we'll back it out. So, fire this thing up again. Alright y'all, I'm gonna monkey with around with a little high and low, but I mean, for right out of the box, that thing runs beautiful. I may actually give it back to the guy first, let him put the air cleaner and stuff on it and run a little bit, and then I'll come back and tweak the adjustments on it after he runs a little bit, because like I said, I don't have I need the air cleaner on there to adjust the carburetor in, and he didn't give me the cover for it. So, all right, I'm impressed. That HIPAA company, top notch in my book. I'm a believer now. So, all right. All right, y'all. There you have it. Quick, easy fix on this here string trimmer. Never used that brand of carburetor kit before, or carburetor before, but I'm a believer. From now on, anything I need to do carburetor wise, I'm gonna look these folks up first. Super easy. I mean, and everything that come in that kit, like I said, it was 20 bucks shipped to my door. Less than 24 hours. The guy dropped this off. I looked at it, you know, diagnosed what the problem was. 24 hours, had it. I've got less than an hour in fixing this thing, so you know the guy will be happy. Be a cheap bill for him, you know. I pass the savings along to the customer, so I won't overprice them or overcharge them for the carburetor kit. I'll show them exactly what I paid for it, you know, and then my labor, which less than an hour, you know, he'll be happy. You know, this should be a nice nice string trimmer for him. So that's all I got for you today, guys. Don't hate on me because you know, Chinese carburetors, I've used bunches of them. Some of them right out of the box good. Some of them you got to tweak and mess with and everything else. I couldn't have cleaned and rebuilt that old carburetor in less time than what I have in this thing. You know, firing up the ultrasonic cleaner, tearing that old one apart, you know, soaking it for 20 minutes or whatever it takes for the cycle to run through, which is normally, I usually try to do them for 15 to 20 minutes, and put it all back together. I'd have 45 minutes in tearing it apart, cleaning it, and putting it back together, and then not even guarantee it's going to run, you know, or you know, run well. Half an hour, you guys seen it, you know, and it come with new fuel lines and stuff. All the carburetor rebuild kits I looked for this thing did not come with any fuel line or anything, so I would have had to buy the fuel line separate, a new filter, a new air cleaner, all that. You know, I couldn't have bought the stuff and did it any cheaper. So, all right, I'm rambling on enough. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget about giving it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, get all the notifications, everything we do. Y'all can see Plan B back there. She's ready to fire. I got fuel. So y'all watch, keep an eye out, and we'll do a fire up video on this. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Catch me Sunday night, 7 p.m. live stream. Come on in. If you got questions, ask. Usually got a pretty good panel of people to help, you know, sort things out. So if I don't know the answers, I'm sure somebody else will. So that's all I got for y'all. Thanks for watching. Remember, keep wrenching.